This video should be the world's quickest video we ever filmed, right? Because it just is 3 in, 3 out. We never lose. And every win is glorious. What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. As 2020 comes to a close, there is one deck that stands out as being the most powerful deck in the Pokemon trading card game this year, and I'm sure you already know what it is. Zacian ADP. In this video, I'm going to be showing off what I consider to be the best way to play this powerful deck. Let's check it out. Zacian ADP might be the most powerful standard Pokemon deck ever in the history of the Pokemon trading card game. It has absolutely dominated the online tournament scene this year. Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX's Ultra Creation GX attack is just amazing. For 1 Metal Energy, you boost your Pokemon's attacks by 30 damage for the rest of the game, and if you have an extra Water Energy attached, you're going to be taking a bonus prize card every time your Pokemon take knockouts. Ultimate Ray is also very strong. For a Water, a Metal, and a Colorless, you deal 150 damage, and you search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. A boosted Ultimate Ray can one-hit KO Crobat V as well as Dedenne-GX, which are typically worth 2 prizes, but because of Ultra Creation, you're going to be taking 3 prizes, taking those easy knockouts. Half of the game's prize cards can easily be taken with 1 Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX, and ADP is very difficult to knock out because of its hefty 280 HP and uncommon weakness to Fairy. Now, Arceus Dialga and Palkia also has access to the best backup attacker in the game right now, Zacian V, with its 220 HP and its powerful Brave Blade attack. For 3 Metal Energy, it deals 230 damage, 260 after an Ultra Creation GX, easily one-hit KOing any Pokemon in the game, which is worth 2 prizes or less. So it's very easy to take 3 prizes with an ADP, and then 3 more prizes with your Zacian V, and the ADP even powers up the Zacian V with the Ultimate Ray, making this 1-2 punch a very formidable combo. Now, in order to power up your Zacian, we do have 4 copies of Metal Saucer in the deck, as you do not always get to Ultimate Ray. Sometimes the ADP does get knocked out, and you can still win even when it does. It's a very powerful deck. We also have plenty of gust options in this deck, since this deck loves to boss's orders for a game. This deck's bread and butter is using Ultra Creation, and then boss's orders Ultimate Ray on a Crobat V or a Dedenne-GX, and then boss's orders 1 more card for a knockout with Zacian V for game. Now, it's very easy to knock out Dedenne's, Crobat's, Eldegosses, things like that. And what's even better is getting to put them down without your opponent actually putting them into play. Mawile-GX allows you to do just that with its captivating Wink ability. When you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you could check your opponent's hand, and if they have any basic Pokemon there, you can just put them down onto your opponent's bench for no effect. It's great for trapping cards from your opponent's hand onto their bench so that you could take easy knockouts on them later on in the game. We do play 4 copies of Crushing Hammer in this deck. I think Crushing Hammer is incredibly good in the mirror. It's incredibly good against Pikarom and Eternatus VMAX. It's very good against almost every top deck right now, and I think that Crushing Hammer belongs in this deck. So we do play 4 copies of that because slowing your opponent's deck down even by a turn or 2 can allow for you to overwhelm the game with an early Ultra Creation GX. Speaking of early Ultra Creation GX, we do play 3 copies of Energy Switch in this deck so that you can get an Ultra Creation GX as early as the first turn of the game, going second. You just Metal Saucer a Metal Energy onto your Zacian V or your Mawile-GX, and then you can Energy Switch onto your ADP, attach the Water Energy, which you can easily search out with either of our copies of Energy Spinner, and then Ultra Creation GX just like that. We do play 4 copies of Switch as well as 2 copies of Air Balloon so that mobility is not a problem with the deck, since Zacian V cannot Brave Blade back-to-back turns. Air Balloon is very useful for gliding in and out of your Zacian Vs, and also for getting an early Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX powered up. We play 1 copy of Chaotic Swell to bump annoying stadiums, and then plenty of explosive search cards. We got 4 copies of Cherish Ball with search out not only ADP but also Dedenne-GX, 4 copies of Quick Ball, which obviously are very good for getting our Pokemon into play, and we do play the most powerful supporters in the game, 2 copies of Marnie and 4 copies of Professor's Research. Make sure to check out this deck in action. Let me know, what do you think of Zacian ADP in the comments below. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Just gonna go get ourselves an ADP like that. Yup, gonna grab that dude. We're gonna slap the water on it. We're definitely going to quick ball away Great Catcher, because Great Catcher is trash against Eternatus, so we're not going to need that. Grab ourselves Z money, slap down that card, and we're gonna go here, and yeah, Intrepid Sword seems great. We've got a single metal and 2 saucers. Actually, kind of a weird hand. We could keep the metal energy to just attach to the ADP, but I'm feeling myself. I'm thinking that we're going to be able to just research into the metal energy anyway. Also, by allowing that metal to get attached to the Zacian that way, it does kind of decrease the sting of having to research away 2 metal saucers. Since I got a free attachment that way, we could afford to lose some free attachments with the research away the metal saucers later. I think that is fine. Now, with the hammers in the deck, I will say the hammers do make your Eternatus matchup just feel a lot more smooth, right? They do. Feels good. You don't really have to worry about, if you just hit like 1 or 2 hammers throughout the game, you're probably just going to be vibing out here. No worries. Now we're playing against a Zigzagoon variant of the Eternatus VMAX deck. And it looks like my opponent does not get a backup Eternatus, and a power accelerator is for naught. So see if we're really good at this game. Looks like we are actually extremely talented. So I'd like to see that. We're going to hit that Crushing Hammer, and we find the metal energy. Turn 2 Altered Creation, baby. Just looking fantastic out here, doing exactly what we planned on doing. And I could even Cherish Ball and just be really mean. So I think I'm going to do that as well. We actually prized the Mawile. I was going to say, would like to just go grab Mawile and take a look at their hand, but looks like we're not going to be doing that. So we are just going to chill this hand, though. Don't need to play any of these cards. And we can just Ultimate Raise. Alter Creation seems good. And then we do have the boss's order. So next turn we are going to boss up the Crobat. And then we are going to bring up the Crobat. We are going to take 3 prizes on that Crobat V while also hitting that Crushing Hammer so that they cannot attack me this next turn. And the thing is, once we use Ultimate Ray, we will have essentially checkmated my opponent because we will take 3 prizes. We will set up a Zacian V, and then I will only need to use Boss's Orders 1 more time in order to win the game. Now, we are going to get Marnied, but fortunately my deck has just got almost nothing but Boss's Orders in it, so that should be pretty cool. I think off the Cherish Ball this last turn, I could have just gotten the ADP into my hand because that would have thinned my deck a little bit. Now, unfortunately, we got put into a 4-card hand that isn't the absolute gas. I am finding myself at a loss for being able to understand this. Somehow I don't have it. I don't get it. Usually when I play ADP, we always have it like that, but it's cool. It's cool. I guess I will have to, I'll have to sit here and just Ultimate Ray the active. That seems incredibly suboptimal, but if that's what we got, then that's what we got. We do find Energy Switch. That certainly isn't going to do it. All right, we've got New Dude, and we are going to just simply Ultimate Ray. Now, I don't have a lot of energy left in the deck, but I think I have enough. Yeah, there's 3. So we're going to go grab 3 metal energies. We're going to put them all onto this benched Zacian V. Now, because of the Crushing Hammerheads, if my opponent actually goes and takes a knockout on my ADP this next turn with the active Eternatus, then that's fine. Because I can just swing into the Eternatus VMAX. We're going to take our 4 prizes. And then all I need is a boss after that. And taking 4 prizes on the Eternatus VMAX doesn't even matter if I've got a weird hand with no supporters in it. Because we're going to take a draw of 4. That's like a hop plus 1, right? And, yeah, hop plus 1. I mean, that owns. So, yeah, taking 4 prize guys, basically a draw supporter, right? So that seems great. And we are still in a very powerful position, even if we do get this thing knocked out, because my opponent doesn't have any energy on their bench. Now, if they do play Turbo Patch, that could be very devastating for us. And, they could kind of spring up another attacker. We could certainly lose. And that's why we play so many outs to Boss's Orders in this deck, just because the whole game plan is boss game. That's what we're trying to do. That's why we play 4 Cherish Ball as well, so that we can get access to Dedenne's, Dated Change as much as we can, Crobat as much as we can with our Quick Balls. But we're still in a very commanding position here because of the Ultimate Ray. Ultimate Ray setting up our Zacian V puts us in a very strong position. And I think it's crazy to see. I don't even need to play the Crushing Hammer there. All we have to do is just retreat and attack this next turn. So my opponent's just going to go ahead and scoop it up. Evil Andrew Mahone strikes again. All right, going first. We've got a wonky opening hand for sure, though. We're playing an ADP mirror, and we've got like the most horrible looking hand I've ever seen. So That's fine. We still want to commit this energy and just get it down, and then just Intrepid Sword. It's fine. Cool. So we do get 2 energy down turn 1. Unfortunately, it is awkward, but that's fine. Now we do have to hope that my opponent does not go turn 1 Brave Blade. That would certainly be very bad, and it is possible, especially with the turn 1 saucer like that. Yep, hate to see it. So we'll see what this Marnie yields for us, though. That's why we do play Marnie in the deck, because you could certainly get hands that look like this. And when you get hands that look like this, can go bad. Now, I have seen my opponents many times pull out of weird-looking starts that look like this playing ADP. I've seen it. It happens all the time. So all we have to do is hit like an Energy Switch and a Cherish Ball, and we're chilling. All right, we're in a great spot. Now, it does look like my opponent was able to hit that turn 1 altered. So that's pretty gnarly, not going to lie. They do have just a 2-card hand, though, and I know one of those cards is a Jirachi. They haven't supported yet. So it's tough because I know for a fact they do not have a supporter in their hand, or else they would have just played it, right? Huh. You don't say. Okay. I don't know if this is correct. It might be wrong. But I could, like, Brave Blade this turn, right? Which seems better than... Yeah. I'd have to double Energy Switch to Alter Creation. Seems wrong, but I mean, it's okay. We're going to put this down. We're going to switch. Okay. Viridian that away. Get another metal. Saucer. Metal. Switch. Crobat. Hammer. Come on. Be better at this game. Spinner. Quick ball. What are the odds that you think their last card in hand is a boss? I just don't think it is. I think I'm just going to Brave Blade. And then I just don't think it's a boss, chat. So I think I know. Right. They have 1 card in hand. They didn't support her last turn. They didn't support her last turn. They would have played it. So I think that they're just going to Ultimate Ray into the Zacian. Which is what I think that they're going to do. Which is exactly what they're doing. Right? Okay. And then... well, we certainly got our work cut out for us, you know, but... yeah, maybe we can do this. Alright, we've got another Crobat. So we will use it. Yep, draw some cards. Okay. Certainly got ourselves a lot of bosses. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Go here. I think I'm just not going to reset their hand because their hand bad. So I think I'm just not going to Marnie at all. Now this could be bad, but we'll see. Okay. The thought is, you know, maybe they take 3 prizes next turn. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. They got a 1-card hand, right? Now they obviously could refresh that with Jirachi. We've just had... Both of us have had very awkward starts, but my opponent, despite having an awkward start, my opponent still was able to... All right, it's a Zacian. They have Zacian Metal. That's their hand. Like Stellar Wish. Now, if they whiff here, if they just whiff, then I probably just win the game. Because if they just don't find a supporter card, they have played their hand down to 0. Which is really dangerous. Yeah, see what I'm saying? And then we could just win the game. It's a very dangerous play. Bet this top deck is a supporter. No chance. Okay, we're chilling. Yep. So we get the switch. Oh, now we win. All right, switch here. Boss that. And energy switch the water off to Eldegoss. And then Viridian away in ADP. Get ourselves a water or a metal. Seems fine. And I've got 2 energy switch left in the deck. Seems fine. Attach that there. Just gonna Brave Blade. Take the knockout. And then GG's. That's it. We had the world's weirdest game. We didn't alter creation, but we were able to finesse our way out of it. Even though my opponent got the alter creation, we kind of were able to read their hand. We knew that they were not going to be able to knock out our Zacian that turn. So I think we just have checkmate, I guess. Oh, unless maybe it was a misplay putting the energies on the Eldegoss. I don't know why in the world I would possibly need those energies on an Eldegoss, but could have loaded them up onto Zacian. But we did play out of a really weird opening hand with a bunch of saucers in it. Let's see if my opponents can respond. And we've got like the weirdest board state. We benched an Eldegoss for no effect. Zigzagoon. Well, if they were to go triple net, that certainly would be something. And they do find a research. And they have more Crushing Hammers. Oh, this is my nightmare, chat. This is my nightmare. I didn't even know that they played hammers in the deck because I'd seen so little of their deck. Yo, thank you so much for the 100 bits, Jake. Appreciate you. We're totally fine. There's still 1 more saucer in the deck, chat. There's still 1 more, or 2 energy switch in the deck. And we've got Viridian. No chance you get the... No chance. Also, it doesn't matter because if they take a knockout with Zigzagoon, they don't actually get the bonus prizes. Because you only get the bonus prize if you do damage with an attack. So, here they go. Using Dedenne. They've got another saucer. Still got the Stellar Wish. All right, that hammer would have been like a really tough pill to swallow if they had completely removed all of my energy from play. That would have been a yikes for sure. So let's see what they've got. They got the switch. They've got the Brave Blade knockout. They got 3 prizes. Okay. Now we do put up Eldegoss. Eldegoss is our free retreater. We are looking for energy switch, 1 energy switch, or 1 metal saucer. I've got 2 energy switch, 1 metal saucer still in the deck. Those cards will win us the game. Let's take a look at the deck and just see what we have. There's no more dig Pokemon, and there's 2 more research in the deck. There is 1 saucer. There are 2 energy switches in the deck. So I feel like it is correct for us to thin the energy first. Get the metal energy. Attach to Zacian, Cherish Ball again. Yeah, I'm just looking. Cool. Yep, no way around it. Need to hit one of those. So we are going to Dedenne change. And then if we hit our research, yep, cool. Crushing Hammer, fine. And then we can Cherish Ball. There's nothing in the deck. There's no basics in the deck. Nothing. Just have to hit one of our good cards. We've got Air Balloon. Research 7 cards. Need to find one of the win conditions. And sure enough, we just barely get there. Nothing like doing the bare minimum to pass, chat. Love to see it. There we go. And we Brave Blade for GG's. So the extra energy that we ended up stowing into play last turn was meaningful. I didn't foresee that my opponent was going to end up getting all that hammer stuff going, so we could have stowed that extra energy onto the Zacian. But we got there. GG's. All right, we're playing against my opponent's deck. Now, we're not playing Tool Scrapper in our current list, which could be a minor oversight and create a difficult matchup against Zacian. But we'll see how it goes. We only have to take 2 knockouts in order to win. And I do plan on doing that. Now, we are going for the turn 1 Altered Creation, baby. Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we are, chat. This deck doesn't always turn 1 Altered Creation, but when it does, my goodness, is it glorious? Let's go. And we research. Looking for a water. Looking for a water. Water. All right, so we've researched already. We can Cherish Ball in the deck. Don't actually know if it's worth it. Probably get rid of the Eldegoss. Right. You know, we'll probably lay down another Zacian at some point. Energy Spinners would get us there. Good. Lay that down. Burn that for nothing. I've already retreated, so I don't want to play the switch. We can Mawile, check their hand. I don't necessarily want to jam my bench out like that. I feel like I'd rather Crobat for 3. I don't think I'm going to use the Mawile. Alright, this could be a little bit tough if we whiff, but it seems worth it. So I'm just going to go there and dig with the Dedenne. Yup. See 6 new cards. Looking for a water. Alright, it's cool. There we go. Trapezor, baby. Let's do it. There they are. Dang. Hate to see it. We dug a lot of cards looking for that water energies. Water. Water. So thirsty, chat. So much thirst. It hurts. We're certainly in danger. Yeah, this feels bad. Yeah, we know we only got so many saucers in the deck. We've already got a few energy in the discard pile. Gonna get Marnied out here. I'd say at this point, missing that quick altered, I'd say we're in a pretty rough spot now. Yeah. Seems tough. Because they very simply just go full Mawile-GX. So I need to hit hammer. At the very least, we like have to hammer them. And we're gonna be down 2 switch. That's just absolutely horrible. Okay. And now I know my waters were put onto the bottom of my deck. Please hit this. Checks. What are the odds they got boss's orders, huh? I don't want to attack. That seems bad. Water! Water! Please! Please give me water. I know I could have attacked. I didn't want to. Because then if I just go up and attack with a Zacian, it's like they just... it seems like an ugly Full Metal Wall, right? Felt like Intrepid seemed better. Now let's see what my opponent decides to do here. I do like the... Oh, yeah. See, because now they're gonna gust on full... So I guess maybe I should have just done it anyhow. However, we got the bonus energy there off of that. And now I get to go here, potentially Crushing Hammer, which would be good. Okay, we get to sack that. And then we're going to get to go Saucer here. And Cherish Ball to Thin. And Marnie looking for a switch, which would be sweet. And we find Air Balloon is even better, actually. So we just go here, retreat, and alter creation. And then that's fine, right? 3 saucers down. But we've got plenty of energy in play, and we survived the Full Metal Wall, which is good. This is my last... Well, no, I have 2 switches left in deck, so they could just deal 50 here, right? They're going to soften it up for the Zacian. We can Ultimate Ray. I have to take 2 KOs. The thing is, if they bench another Zacian without a Metal Goggles, it's basically a free knockout, which is cool. If they go Mallow and Lana at any point, that can be really tough for us. So I've got Steel Fist. We really want to top deck energy. We don't. We've got double boss in our hand, which is really bad. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm basically out of metal energy. So I might just not have the energy simply that I need in order to win the game. I may just not. I may just not have resources left. It might be as simple as that. And this is how this matchup tends to go. I've got an amount of resources. It's not a lot, but there are some. Okay, so they're not exactly close to using that. Okay. I feel like it could be a safe time to attack with a Zacian. Especially if we hit that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We just save everything. Go Brave Blade. It's a safe time to attack with Brave Blade right now because the odds of my opponent responding with their own Zacian for knockout is pretty low. So we put ourselves in a pretty decent position here. And then if we do 180 minus, yeah, you do plenty of damage with the ADP. We've got the free retreat, which is nice as well. I do only have 1 switch left in the deck, which is obviously, it's like going to be a resource crunch. It always comes down to the end of the game, and it's a huge resource crunch. And playing Tool Scrapper makes a huge difference in this matchup. If you play Tool Scrapper, you're going to give yourself the option to be able to, you know, bounce that Goggles and take the 1-hit KO on the Zacian V, which is huge. So we'll see what my opponent does. The hammers are also really good, though, right? The hammers can make and break plays all the same. So if we weren't playing hammers, we may very well find room for a Tool Scrapper in the deck. Cards like that just make things a little bit smoother all around. Now, they do have the Mallow and Lana this turn, but I suspect that they're using Mallow and Lana without actually attacking. Unless they've got double, like, switch again. So they've got Tag Call. They're probably going to Intrepid Sword, which means that, what, if I can draw into my final switch, they've got another Mawile-Lana. That's tough. They are going to switch, which is cool. So obviously we can't take the knockout with our ADP, and they're just going to Intrepid Sword. So we want to desperately find our switch so that I can just swing into this thing again. We've got Energy Spinner. Let's actually check the deck and see what we got. Is there one more switch in the deck? There's not. There's one Metal Saucer, though. So we need to be careful not to deck ourselves. There's a Marnie. We can go here. Okay, there's not a switch left. Zacian doing 230, 230. Wait, 230 minus 60 is 170. Wait, that's not nearly enough. Yeah, 170. Oh, that's not enough. Right? Yeah, 170 plus 80. No, it's going to be short. That's so bad, right? 230 minus 60, 170. Yeah. Oh, God. That is really bad math there for us, for sure. So then what am I trying? I know they have a Mawile-Lana in their hand. I already know that they do. I have one Marnie left in my deck. I do 200? Is 260? Oh, you're right. I've altered. I forgot I altered. Thanks, chat. Thanks. I was going to say, okay, I forgot about the alteration. Thanks, chat. Sorry, ADP noob over here. All right, we're chilling. So what, if I find the Energy Switch or the Saucer I attack? Okay. I don't think I actually want to grab. So I think, all right, righto. I knew something was up. Okay, cool. So we go, yeah. Cool. So we go Saucer. Kind of sus, but it's fine. We go Retreat. Brave Blade. Cool. Take that. There we go. We take. I was on the right track. I had a mild case of the oops, I forgot how to do my math with ADP. All right. Thanks, chat. Thanks for saving that one. Good close game. All right, we have to take one more knockout. We've got good board state. My opponent can't Saucer and do anything with the Zacian with the hand that they're currently in. We've got one more energy left in our deck and one more energy switch left in our deck, which is pretty good. Now, it looks like my opponent may need to bench. If they have to bench another Zacian, then they leave themselves open to losing the game if they don't also put a Saucer on it. Or not a Saucer, if they don't also put a Metal Goggles on it, right? Which is key. So we're going to see what they quick ball for here. Like, do they actually go and get another Zacian? Do they need to get another Zacian into play? We've got two cards left in our deck. One of them's an energy and the energy switch. So we've got some, and they Intrepid Sword. So they're going for just a deck out strategy or a stall strategy, right? We've got water energy. So I think Marnie is correct, because I know they have Mawile-Lana and a Zacian in their hand. So I think we just retreat Brave Blade. Yes. I think we can burn this, and then we're going to get 5 cards off the top. So if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would give me a couple turns to win the game. Yeah, I think we're just, well, then I can't. Yeah, I'll have to use the energy switch. But I have to keep the energy switch, because if they boss, then I have to keep the energy switch. So we're going to play this thin, and we're going to go Marnie. Okay. Yeah. So then we're going to do that. And then we have 3 cards left in the deck. We go retreat. And then we try to put them in a checkmate scenario with Brave Blade. dealing 200 damage. And then we've still got an Energy Switch in our deck. We just sent that Mallow and Lana to the bottom of the deck. We just sent that Zacian to the bottom of their deck. They can go get another Pokemon. We have Energy Switch in our bottom 3 cards of the deck, which could allow me to attack with a Zacian V again. I think my opponent is probably intelligently trying to go for deck out on me, though, because they know that my resources are limited. As we saw by their play on my Crobat last turn, they're trying to stretch my resources thin. And sure enough, there is Energy Switch. Do they have it? We go Energy Switch Zacian. That's game. The 2 copies of Air Balloon have been phenomenal. And that is going to be GG's. We are taking the win against Lucario Melmetal. Very close to decking out every single card in our deck. Maximized to its fullest potential to just narrowly escape with the win. GG's. Good stuff. All right. Whew. Oh, yeah. I see Matt in the chat saying, surprisingly, this feels like a game of Pokemon. Right, because it's Lucario Melmetal. Lucario Melmetal forces those kinds of games. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. If you've got extra cards lying around the house and you're trying to get some cash from them, or store credit, or a new booster box, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk and singles at the shop, and selling your cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. Filling out a buy list is really easy to do. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash, or the store credit, or a new booster box. Y'all take it easy and have a most busted day. Peace.